got a really big shoe for you this evening, for those of you who understand the reference. I hope that you'll all enjoy. So we'll be starting off with a scene from Little Women by Louise May Alcott. It's a timeless story about love, loss, and growing up. Our first act will be performing a song from the musical in works based on the latter half of this beloved book. It features Jo March, who was recently lost, the first of her sisters to marriage, and has been told that by her best friend Laura that she will be next. Jo March is not in a hurry to let anyone else write her story. And here to perform The Girl Who Holds the Pen, please welcome one of the show's writers, Graham Donahue, Samantha Donahue singing, and accompanied by John Traylor.
I'll never be a girl who's happy, so it seems, to settle for a life she didn't plan. I'll never be a girl who gives up on her dreams so she can lose herself beside a man. How could someone choose the kind of life that quells ambitions time and time again? I will never sign away the story of my life as long as I'm the girl who holds the pen. I'll never be a girl who lives life with a frown, wishing every moment she was free. I'll never be a girl who lets her family down by being less than she is meant to be. I've got to make my life be something more than far too many other lives have been. I will see that none forget the story of my life if I can be the girl who holds the pen. I'll go on great adventures to find the perfect tale and put it in a novel that all the critics hail. I'll earn an honest living, and our lives I will arrange so no one has to marry and nothing has to change. I'll never be a girl who finds herself in need and must rely on others to get by. I'll never be a girl who wishes to succeed but never learns to spread her wings and fly. I will make a difference in the world. It's not a case of if but only when. I will be the author of the story of my life, for I will be the girl who holds the pen. Yes, I will be the author of the story of my life, for I will be the girl who holds the pen.
All right, up next we have Snoopy, the musical, created based on Charles M. Schulz's comedy strip, The Peanuts. The sequel to the musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, focuses more on the life of Snoopy, and in this song titled Clouds, Lucy, Peppermint Patty, Charlie Brown, Linus, Sally, and Snoopy all spend time looking up into the sky trying to see shapes in the clouds. Charlie Brown is asked what he sees. But as usual, he is not allowed to actually answer. Here to perform the song Clouds for us today is Amy, Nathan, Rana, Micah, Hope, and Eliana Germain.
Aren't the clouds beautiful? They look like big balls of cotton.
Oh yes, I could just lie here all day and watch them drift past.
You know, if you use your imagination, you can see all sorts of things in the clouds. What do you see, Charlie Brown?
Well, I see.
Hooray! Riding on a unicorn.
horsey and a ducky, but I changed my mind.
Next up, we have Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, which is a World War II junk blues song written by Don Ray and Hugh Prince and introduced by the Andrews Sisters in the Abbott and Costello comedy film Buck Privates in 1941. The Andrews Sisters' Decca recording reached number 6 in the U.S. pop singles chart in the spring of 1941 and is still ranked number 6 on the Songs of the Century. Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy has become an iconic song of World War II. And here to perform this wartime favorite for you are the sisters, Abigail, Leah, and Emma.
He was a famous drummer man from Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. The latest number came up when he was going with the draft. He's in the army now, although never leave. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and after the band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot, get out of toot. He blows an A to the bar. And boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. It was a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie rhythm, he was busy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump eight to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He blows an eight to the bar. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with that. And the company jumps when he was reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Every night, it wakes them up the same way in the early light. They got their hands and step their feet, because they know how it plays when no one gives them a beat. It really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Up next, Candy is a song originally recorded in 1996 and is a cheerful bubblegum pop dance number. And upon its release, Candy was met with widespread recognition in South Korea. It's been credited with sparking a new wave of mainstream music in the country's youth. On November 18, 2022, NCT Dream announced that they would re-record Candy and release it as a lead single for their Christmas-themed extended play of the same name. Here to dance for you tonight is Candy, Miss Helen Bowen.
몰래 다른 여자들과 비교했지 자꾸만 깨어지는 환상 속에 혼자서 울고 있는 초라하게 갇혀버린 나를 보았어 너도 날 거죠 너도 날 거죠 하지만 아직까지 살아가는 걸 그래 그렇지만 내 마음속에 너를 잊어낼 거야 머리 위로 비친 내 하늘 바라보며 널 향한 마음을 이제는 굳혔지만 웬일인지 내게 더 다가갈수록 우린 같은 하늘 아래서 있었지 널 사랑해 이렇게 말했지 이제껏 준비했던 많은 날 뒤돌아온 채 언제나 네 옆에 있을게 다시 너 혼자 아냐 너의 곁에 내가 있잖아
Up next, The Phantom Tollbooth, a play based on a children's fantasy adventure novel written by Norton Juster. First published in 1961, and the story follows a bored young boy named Milo, who unexpectedly receives a magic toll booth that transports him at once to the once prosperous but now troubled kingdom of wisdom. So along with a dog named Tot and the Humbug, Milo goes on a quest to the castle in the air, seeking the kingdom's two exiled princesses named Rhyme and Reason. As Milo learns valuable lessons, he finds a love of learning and a story full of puns and wordplay, such as exploring the literal meanings of idioms. So here to perform scenes from the show are Aaron Brown, Elena, Hope, Micah, Nathan, and Rana Germain.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the land of expectations, to the land of expectations, to the land of expectations. We do not get many travelers these days. We certainly don't get many travelers these days. Now, how can I help you? I'm the weatherman.
Is this the right road to Dictionopolis?
Well now, I don't know of any wrong road to Dictionopolis, so if this road goes to Dictionopolis at all, it must be the right road. And if it doesn't, it must be the right road to somewhere else, because there are no wrong roads to anywhere. Do you think it will rain?
I thought you were the weatherman.
Oh, no. I'm the weatherman, not the weatherman. For after all, it is more important to know whether there will be weather than what the weather will be. Now, what else can I do for you?
I think I can find my own way.
Splendid, splendid, splendid. Whether or not you find your own way, you're bound to find some way. If you happen to find my way, please return it, as it was lost many years ago. Imagine by now it's quite rusty. You did say it was going to rain, didn't you? I do. I'm so glad you made up your own mind. I do so hate to make up my mind about anything, whether up or down, in or out, rain or shine. Expect everything, I always say, and the unexpected never happens. Now, please, drive carefully. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Talking to that strange man all day was certainly got me nowhere. I wonder where I am. I must have made a wrong turn.
You're in the doldrums.
Yes, the doldrums.
What are the doldrums?
The doldrums, my young friend, but nothing ever happens, and nothing ever changes.
Allow me to introduce all of us. We're the Lethargians at your service.
I'm very pleased to meet you. I think I'm lost. Can you help me, please?
Don't say think. It's against the law. Nobody's allowed to think in the doldrums.
That's ridiculous. Everybody thinks.
We don't. And most of the time, you don't. That's why you're here. You weren't thinking and you weren't paying attention either. People who don't pay attention often get stuck in the doldrums.
Stop that at once. Laughing is against the law.
Well, if you can't laugh or think, what can you do?
Anything, as long as it's nothing, and everything as long as it isn't anything.
There's lots to do. We have a very busy schedule. daydream.
From 9 to 9:30, we take our early mid-morning nap.
From 9:30 to 10:30, we dawdle and delay.
From 10:30 to 11:30, we take our early late morning nap. From 11 to 12, we bide our time, then eat lunch.
From 1 to 2, we linger and loiter.
From 2 to 2:30, we take our early afternoon nap.
From 2:30 to 3:30, we put off for tomorrow what we could have done today.
From 3:30 to 4, we take our early late afternoon nap. From 4 to 5, we loaf and lounge until dinner.
From 6 to 7, we dilly-dally.
From 7 to 8, we take our early evening nap, and then before an hour of bed at 9, we waste time.
As you can see, that leaves almost no time for brooding, lying, plotting, dolly-littling, or procrastinating. And if we stop to take time to think or laugh, we never get nothing done.
You mean you never get anything done?
We don't want to get anything done. We want to get nothing done. We can do that without your help.
Tell me, dear, does everyone around here do nothing?
Everyone but that terrible watchdog.
He's always sniffing around to make sure that nobody wastes time. A most unpleasant character.
The watchdog?
The watchdog! God! Wake up! Wake up!
What are you doing here?
Just killing time, you see.
Killing time? It's bad enough killing time without wasting it. Ugh. What are you doing here anyways? Don't you have anywhere to go?
I was on my way to Dictionopolis when I got stuck here. Can you help me, please?
Help you? You must help yourself. Suppose you know why you got stuck.
I guess I just wasn't thinking.
Precisely. And now you know what you must do.
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, since you got here by not thinking, it seems reasonable that to get out of here, you must start thinking. Do you mind if I get in? I love automobile rides. We're moving. Keep thinking.
All right, up next is Thoroughly Modern Millie, a stage musical based on the 1967 film of the same name. Thoroughly Modern Millie is set in 1922 and tells the story of a small-town girl, Millie Dilmont, who comes to New York City to marry for money rather than love. She's mugged on the streets of New York and must take a room at the Hotel Priscilla for single women. A week later, penniless, Millie is confronted by the hotel proprietress, who declares that Millie has 2 minutes to pack or find her things on the street. Well, outside the hotel, Millie meets wealthy Miss Dorothy, who wants to learn how the poorer half lives and wants a room at the Hotel Priscilla. So Millie suggests that Miss Dorothy can room with her until she can find her own, but only if Miss Dorothy pays the rent. Singing How the Other Half Lives for You today are Leah and Emma Landrum.
This is living, this is what I call living. I've hungered for this day since heaven knows when, year after year with a secret yen. All of my prayers, all my desire, every waking moment with my heart, oh, give me the meat without the gravy, I'll take the oyster, sans the pearls, pinching pennies, clipping coupons, see a brand new world unfurl. Let me brown bag all my lunches, try my hand at canned cuisine, a Berlitz class I long to pass. ponies, fair weather friend, I want an on the dome mate, soulmate, stormy weather friend. Pour me the milk, but hold the honey, bring on those funny money woes. Paying Paul by robbing Peter, lay away to buy my clothes. Summer on the Isle of Coney, winter in Hell's Kitchenette. I turn my dial to rank and file. How the other half lives. Or not me, honey, I don't want those money woes. I'll marry Paul or Dave or Rob or Peter, so I can buy my clothes at Saks Fifth Avenue, Bergdorf Goodman too, the privileged few, plus you know who. How the other half lives. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way down. It's a good thing we met in the middle. Pour me the milk, not me, but hold the honey, bring on those funny money woes. I'll marry Paul, paying Paul, by robbing Peter, so I can buy my clothes at Saks. Summer on the Island Pony, winter in Hell's Kitchen tent, a wild sojourn, so I can learn living like the other half.
She Loves Me, the musical, was the third adaptation of the 1937 play Parfum by Hungarian playwright Milkos Lezos. Following the 1940 film The Shop Around the Corner and the 1949 musical version In the Good Old Summertime. The pilot revolves around a Budapest shop employees George and Amelia, who despite being constantly at odds with each other at work, are each other's secret pen pals. So the two dear friends arrange to meet in person. As Amelia waits for her date in the cafe, George and their co-worker Silvos enter and are shocked to realize Amelia is George's date. So George sits down at Amelia's table and mocks her, and they argue as normal. And George leaves Amelia still waiting for her date. The next morning, George is told that Amelia has called in sick, so he goes to visit her at her apartment, and she fears he has come to spy on her and tell others that she's not really sick. So she attempts to get up, and George presents her instead with a gift of vanilla ice cream and apologizes for his rudeness of the previous evening. And he makes up a story that he saw an older, bald, fat gentleman who was looking into the cafe and who asked him to make his excuses. So after he leaves, Amelia begins a letter to dear friend, but only thinking of George's kindness and his gift of vanilla ice cream. And here to sing it for you is Samantha Donahue.
Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way, but together am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together you and I will laugh last night someday. I sat there waiting at that cafe and never guessing that you were fat. Oh! That you were near. You were outside looking bold. Oh no! Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. Last night I was so nasty. Well, he deserved it, but even so, that George is not like this George. This is a new George that I don't know. Somehow it all reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. When right before my eyes, a man that I despise has turned into a man I like. It's almost like a dream, and strange as it may seem, he came to offer me ice
Next, You've Got a Friend is a 1971 song written by American singer-songwriter Carole King. It was the first recorded in her second studio album, Tapestry. It was recorded simultaneously with shared musicians by James Taylor for his album Mudslide Slim and Blue Horizon. You've Got a Friend won Grammy Awards for both Taylor, Best Male Pop Vocal Performance, and King Song of the Year. Here to sing for you are Abigail Brewster and Emma Landry.
When you're down you know, wherever I am, I'll come running, running, yeah, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you, yes they desert you, and take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know, wherever I am, I'll come running, running, yeah, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah, you've got a friend. Yeah, baby, you've got a friend. Oh yeah, you've got a friend.
And next up, John Traylor will be performing his original song titled Feel Like Myself Again.
Thank you. I wrote this one to remind me of summertime. Not like this. Not like this. There we go. Head outside the window on a short night in late July. Eyes are burning brighter than the colors of the traffic lights. It's hard to fear the future when the summer wind is whipping through your hair. Racing down the highway blasting random country songs. I never heard a single word before, but I still sing along. I never seem to stutter when I'm shouting out into the ocean air. Oh, I feel like myself again. Oh, I feel like myself again. Oh, I know in my bones I'm not so alone when I see that you're right by my side. I feel like myself again. Pulling to the parking lot, we're dancing through the door. We crowd around the table that we had 1,000 times before. It's easy to believe in love when I hear you laughing louder than my doubts. Oh, and I'm taking in the moment like a soda in my my straw. As I fight to find the proper words to say how much I need you all. I've never been this present though, I feel a fake as time is running out. Still I feel like myself again. I feel like myself. I'm not so wrong when I see that you're right by my side. I feel like myself. The summer's gonna end, the cold's gonna come again, but I'll be ready. Your life won't look the same, you'll have to face the pain again. But you'll be ready. It's okay to say you're scared. You're allowed to let it ache. But take another breath and let it go. Don't you know your life's a gift to have, but not to hold? So keep giving it away until you can finally say, I feel like myself again. I feel like myself again. Oh, I know in my bones I'm not so alone when I see that you're right by my side. I feel like myself again. Yeah, I feel like myself again. Right by my side, I feel like myself. I feel like myself again. Feel like myself again. I feel like myself again, 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 again. I feel like myself.
Fiddler on the Roof is a musical set in the pale of the settlement of Imperial Russia of 1905. It's based on Tevye and his daughters and other tales about Shalom Aleichem. The story centers on Tevye, a milkman in the village of Anatevka, who attempts to maintain his Jewish religious and cultural traditions as outside influences encroach upon his family. The original Broadway production opened in September 22nd, 1964 at the Imperial Theater and transferred in 1967 to the Majestic Theater, and then again in 1970 to the Broadway Theater, and ran for a record-setting total of 3,242 performances. Same tradition for us as Keith Swinney and the company. A Fiddler on the Roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in a little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? Well, we stay because Anatevka is our home. And how, you may ask, do we stay up there? We keep our balance with one word: tradition. Managed to keep our violence for many, many years. And here in Anatevka, have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to work, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered, and we always wear a prayer shawl. This shows a constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right, as master of the house, to have the final word at home? The papas, the papas, tradition, the papas, tradition.
Must know the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. You must raise a family and run the home, so Papa's free to read the holy book. The mamas, tradition. The mamas, tradition.
At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked a bride for me, I hope she's pretty. The sons, tradition. The sons, tradition.
And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fit? Pray carry me to Mary, whoever Papa picks.
The daughters, tradition. The daughters, tradition. Day and night was training for a living, feed the wife and she's pretty.
Here in our little village of Anatevka, we've always had our special types. For instance, Ginta, the matchmaker.
Avram, I have the perfect match for your son, a wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Oh, but she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son really so much to look at? The way he looks, the way she sees. It's a perfect match.
And Nahum, the beggar.
Alms to the poor, alms for the poor.
Your Rev Nahum is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2.
I've had a bad week.
So you having a bad week? Why should I suffer?
And most important of all, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
Proper blessing for the Tsar, of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
And then there are the others in our village. They make a much bigger circle. His Honor the priest, His Honor the constable, His Honor many, many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. But in amongst ourselves, we always get along perfectly well. There was the time when he sold him a horse, and he delivered a mule. But that's all over with now, and we live in perfect peace and harmony.
There's a horse.
There's a horse. Traditions, traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.